I am all piano and bass line. Once background to his foreground, now unrequited rhythm drums, it has become my night song, tribal in nature. Tremble in the privacy of my home. My man is gone now, and I'm the keeper of the flame. A soft glow that should have been extinguished between thumb and index fingertip long ago, yet I remain drinking wine in search of him along the way, wishful thinking. Sipping and blinking till the room becomes a smeared watercolor painting in my eyes, and I am once again alone with a song that I'll know words for. Just a melody that haunts me, sweet and melancholy, inspire my feet to march a mournful cadence, constant like the hum of cicadas, but he won't hear me though. Still I rise. Break down to let it all out. My hips sway in a daze in remembrance of his touch. Grinding sugar in my bowl. Images of us, night visions, finding our way over each other, into each other, to whispering cries of love in vain. Love in vain. He ain't coming home no more. Still I arise the next morning, expecting him to arrive on the wings of a new day with blessings upon his lips. But I have to come to realize that he may never come home. It's something like a Simone song. My man is gone now. Well, Willow, weep for me. Here comes the sun. Black is the cover of my true love's hair. And I wait for him, staring into the sun, hoping that he will appear out of the spots before my eyes. I want him so bad that I cry at night sometimes. But what do we do when love is unrequited? We must walk away eventually. Certain things must be let go. There's no use in holding on. I find my savior somewhere in the Simone songs. He is something like a Simone song. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How you all doing? Y'all all right? All right. You know, when I walked in, I need to talk to you all for a minute. I can't see you all, but I need to know that you're out there. Y'all all right? All right. Whenever I'm in a room with live music, with a band, I automatically feel good. Isn't it a good feeling? It is an awesome feeling because there is nothing more honest and real than music. You cannot fake it. You have to feel it. You cannot hear music, you have to feel it. It gets in you, and there is nothing you can do to fight that feeling. Am I right or am I wrong? Am I right or am I wrong? You've been out somewhere before and you've heard that song and your foot just automatically goes to tapping. And you can't control it. Your fingers start snapping and you just start to feel it. Am I right? Well, all right. So right now, I am a jazz fan. I grew up literally from the crib, right, jazz? I grew up listening to jazz music. Monk, Mingus, Coltrane, Davis, Simone, Holiday, Vaughan, it ranged. And I came to appreciate music and its place in the world because of that, because of my early introduction into it and playing instruments and things of that nature. So right now, I'm going to get into a poem about my favorite form of music, jazz music, because jazz music, although it has been called many a thing, it is free in what it is. And it is amazing the feelings that can be felt when listening to jazz music. It is amazing the way that it gets into you and it sends you down memory lane, or it makes you foresee things. It makes you free within yourself, and that's why I think the jazz music of Ella Fitzgerald and Louis Armstrong detailed the highs and lows my people have been through, like summertime and the living is easy, but something said, please believe me, just wait till you get to the belly of the instrumental, when wailing trumpets brought tears to my eyes and bass lines sent shivers up and down my spine. I realized we were like two long lost lovers coming together after years' time. This embrace felt familiar and right, especially when I heard the loneliest monk round midnight and witnessed sound shapes shifting around each other, melodies melding together like lovers, the tragic death of one sound leading to the beautiful birth of another. This music was unlocking doors in me I may have never discovered, and with Dave Brubeck Take 5, I felt even more alive as the groove the drummer set the ensemble, kept the ensemble in check with a horn so fluid in its movements. The musician's fingertips had to have been wet. And nothing can compare to the nonverbal speak of unadulterated love confessed in Coltrane's As My Lady Sleeps. I swear sometimes if I listen closely, I can feel his lips whisper across her cheek. On any given day, I can be found lost in sounds of a night in Tunisia's rapid fire release, leading to clarity, then confusion. Innocent mental moves, notes fading away, only to come back penny in its illusion. Parker's mood leaving me with always more of a beginning than a conclusion. And maybe it's because it all encompasses the utter versatility of the black man and woman's bittersweet history. One woman as strong as an Atlantic storm, the next gentle like the sun kissing a new dawn. And every time this music sweetly serenades me, creating elaborate serenades to my vivid daydreams, half of me thinks that may have made me, while the other half knows that it surely saved me. And there will always be a strong kinship, because whenever a song ends, every voice and instrument autographs my soul in exquisite penmanship, signing always, love, jazz. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So next, I'm going to get a little bit playful. Is that all right? It's Valentine's Day tomorrow, is it not? Are we all in love? No? Oh, man. You know what? No love. You know what? Let me talk to y'all for a minute, right? So Valentine's Day. I have a bit of a problem with Valentine's Day. It is the only holiday, do you all realize, that can make one segment of the population feel totally bad about themselves for not having somebody? I think that is just so wrong. Cupid, love yourself. Everybody got self-love. Everybody got self-love. All right. So, I wrote this poem after I had a crush on somebody. And I had to take it back because, you know, sometimes we're all adults and we get all serious. Sometimes you have to be a little bit childish to get certain things done. And you all have heard of a Dear John letter, right? Okay, well, the inverse of a Dear John letter is a mash note, M-A-S-H note. And a mash note is basically a note of endearment in which you confess your love to somebody. So I wrote this mash note to this gentleman, and this is how it goes. These words, can't move my mouth to say them, but my hand is brave. As I put pen to page, it opens the dam of my heart, and words come pouring out to make you a believer. Some say be careful when you write down your emotions. You never know who may be allowed to see. Something I believe, which means you have reached a level of trust with me. Even when I write my poems, I show them the manufactured, typed and printed out. It is not personal then, but without a doubt, I need for you to see the uncertainty pressed into the paper by my pen. Rough draft number 10, because I want no flaws. But the pause is closed eyes, held breath, and infringed upon margins. Some things there are no words for. Have to be conjured out of thin air, thick with possibility and wonder. There is a message in between and in the delivery of every last one of these letters in this one letter. Commas and periods have no place. I'm running on what ifs or run on sentences only seem appropriate, so when you read between these lines, it will be like looking into my eyes. Know that it has come out different every time, but with the same objective in mind. A miseducated Hill advised me to tell him, and it'll be all right. Not to know is bad, but not to wish to know is worse. I find that the truth is easy, but uncertainty of reaction breeds doubt and fear, constricts the confidence of the strongest women with anaconda-like strength. These words don't come lightly. Most certainly weighted down and toned up by a few days and nights with you running through my mind. To say these words is still unthinkable. To write them is thinkable yet frightening. I, who am ever at a loss for words, become mute around you, too busy breathing in your essence. Kicked myself when you walked away after chastising me with a whisper in my ear. I wish you had been more vocal in the conversation. Love the sound of your voice and intellectual presence. Now, if that ain't rapping, I don't know what is. And if me writing these things is a step in the wrong direction, then I don't know what is. But you make me feel like I'm in kindergarten. Maybe I'll share my cookie and juice with you next time. Meet me by the swings. How innocent this thing could be if it is what I think it is, and I think that it could be love. Delusions of maybe you looking at me that kind of way. Or did I hear possibly love in that whisper you said to me that day? However, something has got me willing to slide this piece of paper across the table, hoping you'll circle yes or maybe. So, do you like me? Yes. No, or maybe. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.